Call this General Services Committee meeting together, July the 23rd, 2018 at 12 o'clock. We've got two things on the agenda. First is approval of a letter of agreement with X-Craft for temporary installation and testing of first drone. Bill, go ahead. Your turn, buddy.
So X-Craft approached us to kind of try this out. This is an idea that they have, and it's drone first response for first responders. And the idea behind this is when a call goes out for a big fire or a boat accident or something like that, then this drone would automatically be dispatched, and it would send us video feed on our computers and our engines in our first response vehicles. We found value in it. We've talked to them for about 6 months now. We told them, it's like, we don't want you responding to cardiac arrest or anything like that inside people's homes because there's no need for the drone. But we found value in it for, let's say a wildland fire on Tubbs Hill. It could fly over Tubbs Hill. It could do a thermal imaging camera video and show us the hot spots so we know how big it is, if it is actually a fire or if it's something else. So they're in the testing phase right now. This is the video or the website they have up. This is a picture of the drone garage, if you will, for lack of a better term, that they want to temporarily install at our Station 4 and then test. And so this is what we're looking for approval for. There's more information on here as well. The drone port, video streaming.
Guy looks so serious.
Yeah. So there's a lot of departments out there that have drone programs, but they always are after the fact. So they have people that respond to the scene, and the scene's already going, and then they fly a drone up and over it. This would actually get there before any of us do. So it's a concept, and we kind of want to help them out and see if we can't get this thing to work. The garbled page that you found on there came from them, but it's not necessary because our certificate of liability is all we needed.
Still, it's mysterious.
Any questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Ron. So I do have a bunch of questions. I think it's neat, first of all. Sounds really cool. I think in the future, yeah, we're going to have a lot of drones. Which brings up a good question that was raised to me by Councilmember Miller, who wanted to know about privacy concerns. So I can understand if we were going from, say, Station 1 to Tubbs Hill, and we could get there before the cops got there, then they probably wouldn't be flying over anyone's backyard. But out Station 4, that's in the middle of, residential neighborhoods all around. This thing can't go above 500 feet, which means it's going to be low. It's going to be zipping to a direction. So you're going to have it going over people's yards. We may get phone calls, and we don't have an attorney here, so I can't ask him about any issues like that. But has X-Craft or anyone brought up the issue of privacy?
Yeah, they have planned a route that actually goes from Station 4, and then it jots over that industrial park area there, and then goes along Centennial Trail, and they've secured permission from the farmland over there to do their testing.
Okay.
And then I've told X-Craft that they have to talk to the HOAs that are in the area, because when they see this drone flying from Station 4, they're going to have a lot of questions.
Right.
So X-Craft assured me that they would talk to the landings, Hawk's Nest, and everything else around there.
Do you know what actually are the actual? And I know there's no attorney here, but what are the regulations and code for flying a drone in town? There are none. Okay.
No, FAA's got their list of rules, and X-Craft they have to deal with the FAA on their licensure and all that.
And will this, I know that some of the drones shown on the website were marked up like police, sheriff, and such. Will these, like that one says sheriff.
Right.
Will this one be marked up in any way so that people will know that this is not some hobbyist, some voyeur, or anything?
I have not seen the actual drone that they're mocking up because they've done so many different mock-ups of this. So I don't know if it's gonna say fire on it or even if it's flying that fast, if you could tell.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Amy?
Nope, Dan asked the question I had, so we're good.
But I would like to see this put on the agenda so that if Councilmember Miller has any questions or if people of the public have any concerns, they would know about it.
And I can invite X-Craft to come as well.
Oh, that
and
would be
answer those.
cool. Can they bring one?
They can bring one.
And can I take it home and play? No, I'm.
I don't think they'd allow that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I need a motion.
Would move to, the council approve the letter of agreement, or that this item be placed on the agenda to approve the letter of agreement with X-Craft to provide space needed for testing at Coeur d'Alene Fire Station 4.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thanks, Bill. Item number 2, approval of agreement with PAC 1 for the third-party administration of the City of Coeur d'Alene Flexible Spending Account. Melissa?
Yes, so currently and evidently for about the last 30 years, Magnuson McHugh has been administering our FSA, our flexible spending account. In the last year, they've decided to no longer do employee benefits, so we were notified that they will no longer be able to be our third-party administrator. So we went out for some information for other companies that would be willing to do the third-party administrative of the flexible spending account. We received about 5 proposals based on those services. Peak One was one of those proposals. And just to back up a little bit, for those that aren't real familiar with a flexible spending account, it's an account that's offered to employees by an employer, and it allows them to set aside money from their own paycheck. So this is money that they're setting aside to help cover either healthcare expenses or daycare dependent type of expenses. So it's monitored by the IRS, and there's only 2 accounts that you can use it for, medical and dependent care.
Is it tax deductible then?
Yes,
Okay.
so yeah, it allows it to run through on a pre-tax basis. So with the proposals that we received, probably back in the day when we entered into an agreement with Magnuson and McHugh, there weren't as many TPAs that were actually doing this benefit, so now it's actually quite common. So the cost that we have been paying Magnuson McHugh to be our TPA is almost $8,000 a year. It's just a flat expense, so we've been paying that for a number of years. So going with Peak One, we'll have almost half of that as savings. So annually, looking at the numbers of employees that we currently have enrolled in the plan, they're doing a $250 annual renewal fee and then a $3.95 per month fee for every employee that's enrolled. So that's going to save us a little bit of money on that account. We decided to go with Peak One. Most of the proposals that came back were pretty much all the same cost, but Peak One is a local company. And Teresa Espy is the account specialist with Magnuson McHugh, and they've transferred her over to Peak One to continue to administer that benefit there. So our employees are used to talking with her. They have great customer service. Again, they're local, so we've decided to go that route. So just looking at approval for the agreement for a new TPA.
Any questions?
Thank you, Ron. Melissa, it does say in their agreement that they are not an accounting firm or a law firm, so it's okay if they're not an accounting firm?
Yes, based on it being an employee benefit, yes.
Okay. Also, the price is listed as $4,326 annually, but it does say in the agreement that they can change their service charges at the start of a year. So how would that impact us?
Well, we'll look at it every year, just like we do all of our benefits. If there are any changes, which probably aren't likely, but if there are, we'll look at that and see if we need to make any adjustments annually.
Okay. And then the fee schedule appendix, is that something that applies to us?
No, so they've given us a separate fee based on wanting our business. So the $395 is a separate agreement with them.
Okay,
Good questions.
cool. And the term on this is just as long as until we,
We'll
are
look,
they?
yeah, we'll look at it every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amy, any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Melissa? Teresa Espy. Did she used to work for the school district?
She has worked for a variety of places. Yes, she
Is
used
there anyone you
to,
don't know?
she's worked for the school district. She used to work with Helbling Benefits, our previous broker. Yeah, so we've had a lot of time working with Teresa, and she's wonderful. I hope you think so.
Okay, need a motion.
I'll make a motion that council approve the agreement with Peak One Administration LLC for the third-party administration of the City of Coeur d'Alene's flexible spending account.
Second.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, anything else? Mr. Gabriel, do you have anything? Renata? Troy? We're adjourned.